At the first watch, a soldier appeared and claimed a gift of bread and grain. The sergeant of the guard came to the second watch for beer and tobacco. The first sergeant reserved their visit for the third watch, when they were presented with a glass of wine and a piece of tobacco on a tin plate. On the morning after the fourth watch, the sun will rise on a new NCO. Today, we commemorate the rite of passage as a celebration of the newly promoted sergeants, joining the ranks of the non-commissioned officer corps to emphasize and build on the pride we all share as members of such an elite corps.
Non-commissioned officer of the United States Army. For 2 centuries, I have led our nation's soldiers, purchasing freedom with our blood. To tyrants, we are the day of reckoning. To the oppressed, we are hope for the future. We're fighting this thing. I lead the way. No one is more professional than I. A non-commissioned officer, a leader of soldiers, the backbone of the army.
I was there from the beginning with Baron von Steuben in 1778. My bleeding feet stained the snow at Valley Forge as I learned and later taught drill to a young American army. From Bull Run to Appomattox, I fought and led the way. Both blue and gray were my colors then. 2 masters I served and united them strong, proving that this nation could right the wrong and long endured.
At Chateau Thierry, I led the way over the top. Then I stood like a rock on the Marne. It was my soldiers who cracked the Hindenburg line. And in the Argonne, my soldiers broke the Kaiser's spine. And we didn't come back till it was over. Over there. A generation older at the time, I briefly bowed. But then I vowed to return. I led the assault on the African shore. I learned my lesson the hard way in the desert sands. And like my squad, I pressed my buttons to the beach at Anzio. I marched my soldiers into Rome with determination and resolve. The English Channel, the stout beach defense and the hedgerows could not hold my men. We broke out at St. Lo, unbent the bulge, vaulted the Rhine, and swarmed the heartland. Hitler's dream and the Third Reich were dead. In the Pacific, from island to island we hopped. I hit the beaches and led the way through swamp and jungle. And we set the rising sun. In Korea, I gathered my soldiers around Busan, swept across the frozen Han. Outflanked the Reds at Incheon and marched to the Yalu. For a generation, my soldiers were rejected at home, but we still fought, both on the covered jungle floor and the burning hot rice paddies of Vietnam.
Again, I was called upon to lead my soldiers into combat. This time, it's the island of Grenada.
We began the day with an airborne assault and suffered minor casualties while preserving America's freedom. Freedom's wall and the cause of justice. I led my soldiers on an assault on the streets of Panama and replaced the tyrant with a hope for the future. Again, I stand for freedom's cause.
In the burning sands of the Middle East, so that others may live free of naked aggression and injustice, where brave soldiers fought, there I fought, and was always commanding, "Follow me."
From the mountains and valleys of Afghanistan to the violent streets of Iraq, I led my soldiers, fighting terrorism and freeing the oppressed, engaging the enemy in caves, streets, and mountains, in places like Kandahar, Fallujah, and Baghdad. I engaged the enemy on their ground to protect ours, the United States of America.
Always adapting to an ever-changing battlefield, empowering the NCO vision. In freedom's cause, I have led my soldiers from Concord Bridge to Heartbreak Beach, from the Arctic to the Mekong. Around the world I stand, ever forward, ever out front. Leading the way by example, my two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind. Accomplishment of my mission and the well-being of my soldiers. I will strive to remain tactically and technically sufficient. I will be loyal to those with whom I serve, seniors, peers, and subordinates alike. I will exercise initiative by taking the appropriate action in the absence of order. I will not compromise my integrity nor my moral purpose. I will not forget, nor will I allow my comrades to forget, that we are professionals, non-commissioned officers, leaders and soldiers.
Please listen to the voices of the first sergeants from the past, present, and future as they light the candles. First Sergeant Bonnet will light the red candle with the letter N, which represents the past and the blood which was shed.
I am that sergeant, a non-commissioned officer in the Army of the United States of America. For over 240 years, I have trained and led our nation's soldiers, and with them have purchased freedom with our blood. To the tyrant, we are a day of reckoning. To the oppressed, we represent a hope for the future. I was there in the beginning.
First Sergeant Joseph will now light the white candle with the letter C, which represents the present and purity.
I led my soldiers through that line of death, drawn in the sands by a tyrant. In 100 hours crushed his army and showed the American Army is the supreme fighting force for freedom in the world.
First Sergeant Walker will now light the blue candle with the letter O that represents the future and loyalty to our country.
I'm a sergeant. I lead my soldiers on patrol, man the checkpoints, secure the city. I'm a warrior. I train my soldiers on the warrior ethos. I'm prepared to go anywhere on this earth to defend the Constitution of the United States.
At this time, having been selected, trained, and duly promoted to sergeant, they now face another transition, their induction into the NCO Corps. Being a non-commissioned officer is more than acquiring skills, passing boards, and completing courses. It is a change in mindset that says, I will be a professional at all times and all ways. I will care for and train my soldiers. Where once I was only concerned with my own training, welfare, and mission accomplishment. Today's inductees have risen to this challenge and are ready for the recommendation and transition to the Corps of the non-commissioned officer.
Inductees, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sergeant
Will discharge carefully and diligently.
will discharge carefully and diligently
The duties of the grade to which I have been promoted.
the duties of the grade to which I have been promoted,
And uphold the traditions and standards of the Army.
and uphold the traditions and standards of the Army.
I understand that soldiers of lesser rank
I understand that soldiers of lesser rank
are required to obey my lawful orders.
are required to obey my lawful orders.
Accordingly,
Accordingly,
I accept responsibility for their actions as a non-commissioned officer.
I accept responsibility for their actions as a non-commissioned officer.
I accept the charge to observe
I accept the charge to observe
and follow the orders and directions given by supervisors,
and follow the directions given by supervisors,
acting accordingly to the laws,
acting according to the laws,
articles, and rules governing the discipline of the Army.
and rules governing the discipline of the Army.
I will correct conditions detrimental to the readiness thereof.
I will correct conditions detrimental to the readiness thereof.
In doing so,
In doing so,
I will fulfill my greatest obligation as a leader,
I will fulfill my greatest obligation as a leader,
and therefore confirm my status as a non-commissioned officer.
and therefore confirm my status as a non-commissioned officer.
Inductees, do you swear or affirm to uphold and secure the values and responsibilities of the non-commissioned officer?
Yes, Sergeant Major.
You may notice the two non-commissioned officers guarding the NCO arch, equipped with their sabers. These sabers enable them to cut to the heart of the matter and ensure only the qualified and true leader of soldiers may pass under the sacred archway. At this time, Command Sergeant Major Lambert will join Sergeant Major Bell and Command Sergeant Major Haney on the stage. Now that the candidates have been officially charged, their sponsors will now complete their cycle as they take the journey by crossing through the arches to be inducted into the non-commissioned officer corps.
Who recommends these 266 quartermaster battalion candidates for induction to the NCO Corps?
Sergeant Major, I, First Sergeant Bonnie, recommend Sergeant Basile be inducted into the non-commissioned officer corps.
Sergeant Major, I, Sergeant First Class Burks, recommend Sergeant Jose to be inducted into the NCO Corps.
Sergeant Major, I, First Sergeant Price, recommend Sergeant Choke to be inducted into the non-commissioned officer corps.
Sergeant Major, I, Sergeant First Class Burks, recommend Sergeant Baker to be inducted into the NCO Corps. Sergeant Major, I, Sergeant First Class Burks, recommend Sergeant Barnett to be inducted into the NCO Corps.
Sergeant Major, I, Staff Sergeant Sharp, recommend Sergeant Jones to be inducted in the Non-Commissioned Officer Corps.
Sergeant Major, I, Staff Sergeant Sigley, recommend.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give today's inductees a round of applause. At this time, soldiers of the 23rd Quartermaster Brigade has a social request for our newly inducted non-commissioned officers.
Treat me with respect, Sergeant, for no heart in the entire world is more loyal than the heart of an American soldier. Do not break my spirits with your words, Sergeant, for your guidance and patience will quickly teach me to be, know, and do.
Speak with me often, for the praise and counseling you give is expected. I am an American soldier, expected to be trained. Discipline must be a part of my life. Train me for the elements, Sergeant, for I must learn to fight and win in the cold, wet, and the desert. Those who will be my enemies will use these elements. I must be prepared.
I ask no greater glory, Sergeant, than to defend our country and our way of life from all enemies, both foreign and domestic. Allow me that privilege, Sergeant. Train me. Provide me the necessities of food and drink, Sergeant. Train me to be self-sufficient that I may lead the way. Stand ready, willing, and able to protect you. With my life if necessary, should your life be in danger.
Train me, Sergeant, that one day I can be called Sergeant. Trainer of soldiers, backbone of the Army. Train me to train my soldiers to the greatest defenders of freedom in the world. Train me to be a Sergeant. Train me with the last step and my last breath.
Response to the soldier's request is the NCO Creed. The Creed of the non-commissioned officer has served as a guiding document for non-commissioned officers since its inception in 1973. Though the concept has always been a part of our Corps. Each major paragraph begins with 3 letters, NCO. These words have inspired non-commissioned officers and have served as a compass to guide us through the difficult paths that we travel. Today, our newest non-commissioned officers will affirm their commitment to the professionalism of our Corps as they count down to become a part of the backbone of the Army. Past and present NCOs, please stand and join our inductees as they recite.